Welcome back to Thionite Plays Xenoblade Chronicles 3. On the last episode, we fought with this new hero. We have a new hero in the party. Her name is Ashira, and if ever there was a Goku stand-in in a Xenoblade game, it would be Ashira. She really likes to fight people. She really likes to fight people. And we, despite that fact, we didn't actually fight her last episode. We fought with her, and we beat a console, and we, playing chicken on the ladder. We freed this colony, a new colony, Colony 11, Ashira's colony. She's the commander. Go watch the last episode. Lots of stuff happened. Well, all revolving around Colony 11. We're going to do just the teensiest bit of exploration and talking to people in Colony 11, because I don't think there's actually a lot to do at the present moment. I could be completely wrong, and we could be coming face to face with like 16 different side quests, but something tells me we're not doing that. What do we have in this particular chest? There is a few of these, like sheds, garages, all around in the particular kind. I think there's like two more, maybe one more, two in total, three in total. Well, I suppose. Yank my leg then. Pull those chains. We can get Manana some inspiration at the very least. What do we got? Mild game stew. CP boost? Alright, yeah, sure. I could go for a CP boost. Nice. And look at those buns. Like the bread buns, not mild sizzle fizzle stew. Well, I'm sure that'll be delicious. Is there anything to discuss? Oh, we do have something to discuss. Oh, right. Well, do we want side quests today? Do we want to do side quests today? Do you guys want to watch side quests? Well, we just freed it, so I mean, I think we should give them a hot minute to settle down. Yeah, let's go get these chests, and then we'll continue on with the main story. After this next little bit of main story, then we can have an entire gauntlet of side quests, because spoiler, not spoiler, the end of this particular chapter is approaching quicker than you might expect. So once the chapter is done, then we can dedicate everything to side quests, and then we can be like, oh, it's the 7th episode of side quests. I love that. But that is just the way of things. Oh, it's on the other side of this wall, isn't it? We have to go behind out this way? Yes, if you just sneak out around the back, there is another chest. Mind the gap, there is no ground beneath us at all. We are perched precariously, language. Please don't escape me so early in the video. It's escaped me. It's gone. It's forever. We're up really high and there's no ground. Nothing for it. We have to keep going. We're playing as Lands, if you couldn't tell. Mr. the Red Jacket himself. We are continuing forth. We're done with Colony 11 for the present moment, and as much as I love Ashira, we're not using her right now. We are going to stick with good old-fashioned classic Isurd. Everyone is at level 10, and while it is typically advised that once you hit level 10, you kind of want to swap around those classes, considering we are pretty close to the heart of enemy territory, I don't really recommend swapping out your classes to something that you may not be completely synergized with. Probably not for the best. I mean, of course, you could always change it around once again. You know what? If worst comes to worst, we can just change it around. Give me a minute. I'm going to pick new classes for everyone, and you'll see what we go with. Hope everyone line up in the line perfectly. All right, stay in that formation, and then I can show off the changes. Be right back. Oh, hold on. Okay, before you cut future me, we have reached both max rank and level 40, was it? Level 40 is when you unlock the 3rd art slot, the 3rd skill slot, 3rd master skill slot, so as well as a 3rd gem slot, so everyone unlocks those. So now, future me, you are free to cut ahead. I'm going to unlock all of these things on everyone, then I'm going to change up the classes, and then I'll see you guys in a minute when everyone has been updated. Alright, we are now back. Everyone has been updated. Well, technically they've been downgraded because we lowered that overall class level, but Mio is Isurd, she's our new healer. Noah is taking over Juniper's class. Isurd has been unchanged. Lance is Thaumaturge, Teach's class. Senna is Xeon, another defender. Are Xeon and Tyon both Xeon defenders? You know what? Yeah, we can go with that. And we're taking over. We played as Lance for such a small amount of time, but we're taking over Uni, who's playing as Gray's gunslinger class. I forget what the class name is for Gray, but we are going to make... Will it now, Noah? Well, we are going to become invincible while Isurd! No! He's gone. Well, we've lost Isurd. He's never returning. He has been destroyed. He has fallen into the abyss. But yeah, we get to rope slide. It's a good thing that we got Juniper's special skill in rope sliding, or else we'd never be able to explore this place. Well, if you're talking to Isurd, the fact that he mysteriously survived. Here's what happened. Here's the canonical reason that Isurd survived. Tyon and Uni saw that he was falling, and then they swapped into their Ouroboros interlinked form. And they were like, oh no, Isurd! Because Uni can fly. Because she's got those wings on her heads. In her Ouroboros form. They are much stronger. Are we even supposed to go up here? I have no idea. We are on... These are the Syra hovering reefs. This particular one is hovering reef 7. And if you know your if you know your Xenoblade lore, specifically Xenoblade Chronicles 1, these hovering reefs should be very familiar to you. Or well, not in their current state, but the concept of hovering reefs and maybe that particular isle down there. And honestly, the entire castle itself. You should know where we are. Hovering Reef 6. And you may be wondering, didn't there used to be water all the way down there, and then if you went far enough, you'd find a tree? Well, no, not necessarily. But we'll come to that, don't you worry. Your pretty little face is about that. And you may be also wondering, are you really just walking by all the enemies to go to your objective without being concerned? Well, yes, I am. I am not going to concern myself with the enemies. I feel like at level 41, being 5 levels above everyone. Oh, there's a shiny. Forgot the shiny. One of these days, I am going to go back and get everything that I missed. One of these days, I could just do like a super cut when I have a bunch more traversal abilities, because it is important to
fallen soldiers.
Yeah, well, it's important to deal with the fallen soldiers, but it's also important to get real deep and thorough in the exploration aspect of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I do want to do as many of the side quests as I can, and the main story, obviously. It's like, can you imagine watching a Let's Play where he doesn't finish the main quest? Well, probably a bunch of you could, unfortunately, know what that feels like. But that won't be this one. I'm going to... I promise that no matter how long it takes, I am going to finish this game. I'm not going to say that I'm going to 100% it, because that's crazy talk. I haven't even 100%ed this on the file that I have several hundred hours in. My original main file. And I blame that entirely on the fact that there are so many side quests. There are so many side quests in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But I am going to do as many as I can. And hopefully the plan is to do the side quests in a manner that is not completely overwhelming. I don't want to do like 12 episodes of nothing but side content. That would just be unfortunately boring. Unless you're into the side quests, which would be like, honestly, I don't think I've talked about this much, but the side quests in this game, I think, are some of the best side quests, like side content, side minor storytelling in the entire Xenoblade franchise, if I'm honest. Well, between 1, 2, and 3, I should say. This little trilogy of games. I haven't actually played Xenosaga or Xenogears, though eventually, who knows what's going to be happening with those. They might go up on the channel. If not anytime soon, of that I can assure you. I am not going from... Because, on the topic of that kind of serious talk... Oh, we haven't shot this one yet. I do have all 3 of the Xenosaga games. So, they are absolutely on the list of future projects. But, just because they're on the list, does not mean Driver Mora Mora, or Diver Mora Mora. We're going to kill this Mora Mora, but Xenosaga, it's on the notepad. It's on the future list, but don't expect that anytime soon. As much as I do want to play those games, I am not going from 3 into Xenosaga. That's going to be a few projects down the line, most likely, but Diver Mora Mora, we're not fighting this any longer. Well, you're not watching me fight any longer. I can just skip ahead. Well, there's not a lot. Should I talk about... I can talk about their classes in more depth. You know, honestly, my commentary and my thoughts are everywhere. It's from one topic to the next with no connecting tissue. We should absolutely do a bit more fighting, because if we don't do a bit more fighting, we're not going to level up these classes. Although there are... spoiler warning. There are a fair few fights coming up that we'll have to deal with. Is this the first one of these catapults that we've... Well, not catapult. Ballistas, I suppose? I technically think they're ballistas. Where are we even going? Not down that direction. We have to go in this direction. Which means I think we have to go back to that ballista. Alright, thank you, Mio. Pointing out the obvious. Oh, we could have just done this ourselves. But yeah, see that bridge off in the distance? That is where Noah wants us to go. And we are going to get there eventually. Curious fact, though. The red exclamation mark is over there, so maybe... Oh, there's a unique monster. What's this one? This one is, if you would lock onto it, Craven Pigard. That is hilarious. But again, not focusing on the unique monsters. Not for a good long while. Future me can worry about that massive undertaking. I'm pretty sure that Echidna up there is also a unique monster. Maybe? Oh, there's another one over there, so... Who knows?
Plenty of black fog. How come the annihilation thing ain't happening?
Mysterious circumstances?
I couldn't begin to guess, but I'd say the castle has something to do with it.
Should I make it day? Nah. Let's keep this as... You know what? Actually, I do. I want everyone to be able to see, so, it's 7 o'clock, please. Oh, that's fantastic. Nopon Caravan. How convenient. Can we talk to them? Oh, I bet we can talk to them first. Bit. Do you have a rock for us? Oh, apparently we're talking to the trader pawn. We have, like, how much money do we have, Uni? We have nearly 200,000 gold. We can whittle it away if we want. Friends must be working together with Shill, yes? How did you know that? Knowledge is power. No gossip safe from eyes of Bit. Here is stone. Blue Nopon Pebble. Bit prefer not to have idle time, unlike easygoer Selfifi. Thank you. We'll make sure it gets to Shill. Counting on you.
Always nice to see a new face.
They have, like, individual clothes, which, I mean, what a stupid thing to point out. Of course they'd have clothes. I don't know why, I don't know why that stood out to me. If friends are going to castle, be sure to make proper preparation here before depart, okay? Entry of caravan to castle is forbidden, friends see. So final chance of friends for big old shop bye while opportunity remains. Well, if that isn't a subtle point of no return, I don't know what is. But again, we're not dealing with it. We're going to get the story. Get that going.
There it is. Black fog, too. Few enough numbers to sneak around.
Is Colony 4 gonna be safe, do you think?
They should be okay.
We haven't seen the light for a while. I think that's a good sign.
Let's move. The fact that we killed consuls must be old news at this point. Could have made examples of a few people by now.
They ain't expecting us to sneak aboard, though. We've got them with their pants down. Let's get in there, mess them up, get out. Bish bash bosh.
Actually, they may have already anticipated our moves.
Nah, mate. Come off it.
Think about it. How would they have known where we'd be? Can't be a coincidence. I mean, sure, it could have been intuition on Ethel's part, but we have to be realistic.
So it's a trap. You want to turn back?
No. We'll go. We can't turn back now. We can't allow their deaths to have been in vain.
So you would entertain the risk?
It does sound bad.
You know, I think I kind of like it.
Well, the die is cast and the pieces are on the board. But my intuition tells me we are being spied upon. Where are the spies? There is some vines you can climb if you want to do a bit of exploring, but we're not going to worry about that. I bet they were right around here. Well, we're not going to worry about mysterious eyes watching us. The all-seeing eye. Or the echidnas. The all-seeing echidnas. I want a special enemy called the all-seeing echidna. They are echidnas, right? I'm pretty sure they're echidnas. Echidno, not echidno. Yeah, I was saying it right. I just had to think for a minute. My brain cannot restore those memories very easily nor quickly. But based on these particle effects, they are very ether-rich in this particular area. Hovering Reef 1. I want to show off the map super quickly, just so I can show this off. Okay, apparently we have to discover them first. We'll worry about that once we get closer, I suppose.
Looks like you were right, Noah. There's a whole bunch of containers here. A welcome gift for easy sneakings!
Let's go over this again. First, we get to those containers without being spotted. With me so far?
Anyone spots us, we're like ninjas. We take them out quickly and silently.
Once we're inside, we pick the right opportunity to proceed through the hangar. Our goal is here.
The maintenance hatch that leads outside.
From there, we head to outer deck.
Right. Enemy presence should be lower around there. Then we move to the main housing.
Assuming we get there, how do we trash it?
I can brief you on the next steps. After analyzing the data we got from Boliaris, I discovered a flaw in the Annihilator's construction.
A weak point?
Indeed. Here. The weapon is designed to temporarily render the black fog inactive, condense and collect it, then release it in one blast. Our best bet is to destroy the neutralizer assembly from which it draws its power. But it's located in the castle interior. Getting there will be no joke. Once there, we'll need to damage the autobalancer in the barrel's housing. Most likely, it was built in a hurry. The movable barrel is affixed to this outer ring that you see here. But the ring isn't strong enough to take the barrel's weight or absorb the recoil. That's why the autobalancer was added after construction, as an afterthought.
So what? We've just got to smash that thing to pieces.
Smash it, and the entire ring begins to fall apart, and the barrel collapses under its own weight.
How strong is the autobalancer? Not too sturdy?
Nothing Ouroboros can't handle.
So, what's this thing?
That is a refrigeration unit. The barrel needs vast amounts of energy. It would have to be kept cool at all times to keep the energy in check.
I'm surprised it's so huge.
Seems that was built quickly too. It's got both bulk and heft to it. They probably couldn't have made it any smaller.
A rush job, huh?
Okay then. We all good to go?
Yeah. No more taking it easy. Let's make this happen.
Sounds like a plan. Beginning the infiltration unit. Well, then we'd kind of be smack dab in the middle of Velites and a Centuris. I'm thinking, while that is a possibility...
Gotta be all sneaky like around here.
Yeah.
Punch clean through, quick ass.
Also, technically a possibility. I would not recommend it. But yeah, now I can show this off. There are a butt ton of ether deposits. Look, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the one we just got. Well, we have been found. Here's a 6th, there's a 7th and an 8th. If you need a quick top up of ether, just come to Hovering Reef 1. You are good to go. If you if you want ether, come here. If you want to be if you want to fight a bunch of Keves soldiers, also come here. There is a lot, and we're not going to fight them though, because we are the epitome of stealth. We need to sneak into one of the transport cases. So we are not going to fight the level 38 Gastrades or the level 64.
I just hope nobody spots us.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I do want to get that shiny though, because the shiny's important. Even though we are, spoiler alert, there's a unique enemy. We're going to be coming back here. Eventually.
These are lying around everywhere.
Future me is coming back here. He can deal with it. Hurry up and load the stuff going into Colony 5, into the transport. And that stuff is going to the castle. Yes, sir. Roger, roger. Hear that? They're going to the castle. Let's hide in that container, then. Dun, 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 dun. Power walking. Power walking straight into the container. Well, I suppose it would technically be quieter than sprinting. Alright, begin the loading procedures. We can't animate this, though, because that would be absurd. We can animate the thing walking, because we already have that. But loading the thing into the cargo bay? Not a chance. Into the castle through the rear entrance. We are here, inside Keves Castle.
So, where's the maintenance hatch?
It's in the reserve area on the upper level. First, we'll need to take the elevator that can get us up to that floor.
I don't see any guards.
Too foggy for taste of banana.
If we're gonna move, now's the time.
That said, we are indoors. Move fast, but keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, of course.
This is new.
We have to be as stealthy as possible. We do not want to get into any unnecessary fights.
Changed, looks like.
And that means being... Shut up, Lance!
Shh, keep it down.
Yeah, exactly. We're in the middle of enemy territory. Literally the heart of enemy territory. We have to be eyes peeled at all times. And hopefully we can avoid all enemies, because I really don't want to fight things, because that would just be
What kind of
troublesome.
It'd be rude not to.
It would be rude not to. We are going to loot, though, because, well, it's not like they need all of the supplies. They're literally the people who make the supplies. Can we jump on the thing and get up, quicker? I don't think we can. Are we good? Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't get caught by the level 40. What is this? Is this a gratuitous? No, that's a Centurus. Still want to avoid that if possible. We have to get up a level, so we could probably... Oh, that guy's definitely going to see us. Yeah, I got stuck under that scaffolding. Well, if that's the case, we're not going to fight them. Well, unless they force us to fight them, we're not going to. Pretty sure that's a ramp, so we can... Whoa! And we're dead. Okay. We might have to be a bit more careful. Where are we going? We're still in supply area 2. Okay, let's fight the Centurus. I'm sure we can handle this. So, I suppose I should do a little bit of talking about what Uni's arts are for Gray, because we don't... I should turn off the auto battle so I could display this better. One of the arts we have, because I don't know if I talked about Gray overly much outside of like a chain attack, but Uni has the move Quick Draw, which is an evade art, and it does extra damage if you're in front of the enemy. And it is a multi-hit move. I think it does like 3 or 4 if they all hit. Just like Gray himself, each of her bullets from her twin guns, her Reaper guns, are technically able to miss individually, so that is something to be aware of. She also has Demolition, which is a move, an AoE move in front of her that pierces defenses. Or, well, there's a % to pierce, so it's not a guarantee, but it is technically possible. It's better than average, so I'll give you that much. But it does, since it does everything in front of her, it is very good for, you know, crowd control type stuff. Oh, class acquired. That's pretty nice. Another Centurus. Well, we can do this one too as well, I suppose. Fatal Barrage. I should do... Oh, well, okay. Fatal Barrage is a move that is also AoE and back attack. So if you're... Let me focus attacks. If you're behind enemies, you'll do several, like 7 or 8 individual attacks. Why is so many people fighting us all at once? That's not good. Oh, this isn't good. Yeah. This is, in the castle, very easy to get overwhelmed very quickly. All of the enemies that are just kind of sitting around, stationed around, they will take... If you start fighting, they will notice, and they will gang up on you very quickly and very, very easily. It is extremely easy to get overwhelmed when you're in the castle, Castle Keves. So, the strategy generally, if you want to fight enemies, pick off weaker groups if you can. Instead of like focusing on like the Centurus or whatever, try going for some of these smaller ones, like this Spectaculos. Pretty sure it's called a Spectaculos. That's not an art move, is it? But generally speaking, the strategy is pick off the weaker enemies first. There is a lot of them. Soldiers, Levnesses, giant Levnesses of various sizes. Levnesses of various sizes. That is an unusually large Levness. But these guards are kind of terrifying because apparently they have... Someone has a burn or a poison art, and it's kind of terrifying. Especially if you're stupid like me and change your classes and weaken everyone exponentially. All of our healers are dead. Maybe we can get a chain attack before everyone dies, but that's not likely. Yeah. Soldiers are going to come in, Levnesses are going to come in, and you are not going to have an easy time if you get overwhelmed. I do not recommend. That's part of the reason why I don't recommend fighting in Keves Castle. It's just, if you're on level, like we're level 41, everyone else is level 40, I just don't recommend staying to fight. It's just not good. Oh, but if you respawn in storage area 2, tiny consolation prize, I suppose, there's that second chest that we saw on the minimap. So, apparently the Centurus is still here. We should do the battle so we can technically... I'm going to enter the battle so I can technically run away while everyone else is drawing the aggro. And I'm just going to power skip all the way up these ramps until the battle forcibly closes because too far away. But that'll take not but a moment, hopefully. Pretty sure we'd be able to... Nope, do it by itself. A hangar, the lower hangar, east gate, and another passageway. Well, the idea was to go up, and we are going up slowly but surely, which is the goal. We do need to get, presumably, to the top of Keves Castle. Or, well, at least high enough that we can access that exhaust port that they mentioned. We need to get to the outer ring to get to the Annihilator. So that is the ultimate goal.
What's this? Let's pocket it then.
A bunch of stuff. Green diodes, transistors, dynamic coatings. I don't know what you're referring to. The upper main gate.
More enemies.
More enemies? Run and hope for the best. We're just going to skirt around them. We need to get to that elevator. That's the short-term goal. So I think it's like in a Z formation, this setup. Who is after us? Persistent equities. Not that persistent, though. Let's lower this elevator. It's a good thing it doesn't need any prior authorization or biometrics or any kind of credentials. We can just press the button for ease of use. It's fantastic how easy it is. One thing the castle does not have is security, as evidenced by the fact that we literally just walked in the front door. Well, the back door, so.
Here's a good spot to catch our breath.
Storage area 3. Yes, these areas are all around Keves Castle. Convenient rest spots, so keep your eyes peeled on your minimap and your surroundings, because if there is like a door icon, like what we had to open to get in here, chances are there's a rest spot behind it, so. What? That's a chest, Senna, but we can't get it. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled and don't get into fights. That's the biggest bit of advice that I've got for Keves Castle. And if you do get in a fight, just keep running. You outrun enemies, and unless they chase you extremely far, they won't be a problem. But that is another door, but we can fight this Velites. That won't take too long. I can cut this out because this is just one enemy, and hopefully we can kill this before more backup comes.
Another notch on my belt.
Did you guys automatically target the guys up there? What is wrong with you guys? Why would you attack people on another level? They're not an issue. Well, I suppose it's not a problem. Uni's got guns, and everyone else is technically able to hit them for some stupid reason. Even though they're melee attackers, they are able to have the reach of a ranged attacker. I'm going to beat you to death with these bullets from this gun that I fired. Either way, this battle is going to take no time whatsoever. It's just one left, but... cut this one out too, future me. Like, the 6 seconds it would take. Okay, apparently there's also a Speculatos. You know when I said that there will be backup and reinforcements, and I kind of thought there would only be one enemy? It doesn't matter where they are in space. It doesn't matter that they're a floor above you. They'll still get in the fight somehow. It's really annoying. But, because they're a floor above us, I don't think they're able to attack us, even though we're able to attack them, so... small blessings and victories, I suppose. No more fighting, please. I guess I'll take the rank ups, but... Oh, this is where we're actually supposed to be going, so, okay, I suppose... Well, we did need to activate the door, so... Okay, not story. I suppose that's their way of just, allowing you to, be aware of your surroundings. It tells you where to go. Don't you dare. Well, fine. Inflict me with the lock-on debuff. Make me fight you. You literally signed your own death warrant, guard blocker elite. I'm going to destroy you with the power of my laser guns. Oh, I get to cut out another fight because this is all just the same standard boring stuff. Just defeat the defenders and you're good to go. Okay, now that's finally over with. Taking forever, interrupting my progress. Is this where we're going? Oh, open the door, press the switch. This is a very hand-holding game, isn't it? No, it's really not. It's really... I admit, I got lost in here. The first time I played this, I got lost pretty bad. I was just wandering around, basically killing everything in sight for like a half hour. And part of that was getting lost, and part of it was like, wow, I know where we are. I want to explore. Because, if you didn't know where we are, well, spoiler alert. Well, I'll save the spoiler alert for, if you don't already know where you are, you're probably not going to figure it out just on based where we are. So I'll save that for when it becomes extremely obvious. But this is where we're going, and hopefully this will allow us... Nope. Jump on the boxes. Jump down here. Hit this switch now. Go back around again. There is a bit of a roundabout journey going through Keves Castle. Press all of the switches. Pretty sure we already hit this elevator, though. Either way, now that will allow us to get this platform so we can continue on.
That should get us over to the elevator.
Exactly what Tyon said. It will allow us to get to the elevator, which is over there. The reason why we couldn't just go into our Ouroboros form and just, like, jump over there, unknown. Don't ask those type of questions. They don't lead to anything. There's no good in asking those kinds of questions. But on the topic of Keves Castle, you know what? I had a thought. And it vanished from my head in that same instance. Did it have something to do with those? It might have been. Forsaken Arbiter and Vengeful Dominator. The Executioners. We're not going to fight those right now. It would be very difficult to fight one level 42 unique monster, let alone two at the same time, because those enemies are definitely the type of enemies that you have to fight. Why target lock? Target lock? No. I don't allow it. Can I put the things away? What's the put away fighting button? Is it the A button? There it is. Okay, now hit the elevator. Really? There we go. When you're taunted like that, you're not actually allowed to leave combat, apparently, which is something I literally just learned in this very moment. The elevator, these stupid Velites. Okay, good. We can actually just skip that. Press the elevator button. Let's continue on.
Off we go.
Off we go? Yes. Up and up and up. This is where we're going. This is where we plan to go. So hopefully we can make some progress. The UI looks a little weird with the weather. Is it raining outside, technically? It might be. It's like the little thunderstorm icon, but nothing else. It's very, very weird.
The maintenance hatch should be on the far side of this area.
Should it, Noah? Okay, well, oh, look at that. 3 unique monsters, or enemies? I don't think they're monsters. Oh, excuse me for that. Oh, give me a minute. I need a drink of water. Oh, I have no idea what got stuck in my throat with that sentence. We are not fighting people. We're fighting people, aren't we? There are doors that I do want to open, so... Oh, rescuer, soldier, infantry. There won't be too much trouble, but either way. On that note, there will be a lot of battles like this against rescuers and just 2 or 3 enemies at a time. Just for future reference, I am just going to cut them out, unless they're extremely short like this. But like for those, I could just go in, knock them out super quick, cut out that part of the video, and then just resume. I think that's what I'm going to do, purely because it would just take... the video would never end if I included all of these meaningless combat encounters, so that's the plan. If there's a tiny cut, it's because I just needed to take care of some enemies really quick. Bunch of loot from these people, some drop rates, an empty room. Yeah, a lot of these rooms are probably going to be empty. Unfortunate, but we're on the wrong side of we're on the wrong side of the castle, aren't we? Or well, wrong side of these corridors. More enemies! Alright, we can deal with these super quick, I suppose. Alright, with that fight done and out of the way, we can continue on. Straight into another fight. I love it. It's great. Can we avoid this one, please? Just let me avoid these stupid fights. Or if we can't, let's just get everyone in this fight all at once. We have 9 opponents. Let's just deal with them all, I suppose. Well, at least we'll be getting some experience for the stupid class. Which I suppose is pretty nice. I guess.
Don't think you'll get away with this. Enemy reinforcements. Summon your strength. I'm sorry.
Okay, that was a loss. We lost that fight, which is honestly kind of expected considering it was 9 on 6, however many of those there are. Plus there were unique, I think those unique enemies got in there at the end, which is pretty not recommended. All right, apparently we also have to fight. We're almost certainly going to lose. yeah, this isn't good. I am not prepared to fight unique monsters. I'll see how I do though. I haven't planned the strategy for the unique monsters because I have a plan for in the future of dealing with them, and I don't want to do it right now. Please leave me alone. Can I just put my stuff away? Let me leave. I don't want to fight. Oh wow, everyone is dead, isn't it? You know what? I might as well just give up this fight. It's not going... Can I reset? How do I reset? I know you can reset battles. You can intentionally lose. Alright, we need to get... There's a staircase.
Let's proceed cautiously.
There's a staircase right up there past those unique monsters. I'm going to just see when I can get to that stupid staircase, because otherwise we'll just be sitting here watching me lose fight after fight after fight forever.
Nice fight.
Alright, we are finally back on this stupid ramp, getting in this stupid door. I had to go all around that side, the side without the unique monsters, and slowly but surely kill every one of them one at a time until I could finally get to the door, and I'm pretty certain... Right, just the normal rest spot. We are, well, I'm pretty sure we are close on time. I've been recording behind the scenes knowledge. I've been recording this particular episode for an hour, so I have no idea how much of this particular thing was fighting, which got cut out. I don't know, but I'm fairly certain it is a relatively good place to stop this particular episode regardless. So, on the next episode, we are going to open this door, hit that switch, and continue on, I think. Probably. Either way, we changed up our class, and in that bunch of nonsense fighting, we probably upgraded our class a bunch of times, but that's not important. What is important is that we infiltrated Keves Castle. Well, I mean, based on how much fighting, everyone knows that we're here in Keves Castle, so we technically entered Keves Castle, but that is pretty good for an episode, if I do say so myself. So, whether you watched for 30 seconds or the entire thing, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Later.